This is the new BYD Dolphin Surf, and it's currently available for just over £18,500, making it one of the cheapest new cars on sale in the UK. But is there more to it than the price tag? Let's find out. I'm Ellis Hyde and you're watching Auto Express. Now, this car's actually called the BYD Seagull in some other markets, but we're surprised they didn't call it the Baby Shark, because it's got quite an angry face for such a small car. There's a touch of Lamborghini, I think, here in the front bumper with these big fins, and you've got sharp nose and these sort of sharp streaks in the lights. And before you ask, this fluorescent lime green paint colour isn't an optional extra, it's actually the standard colour for the car. If you want something more inconspicuous though, black, white and blue are available for £650 each. Our car is fitted with 16-inch alloy wheels, and the wheels are actually pushed out right to the edges of the car to maximise cabin space. There's some sharp lines down the side as well, and this rising shoulder line, which again give the car a bit of a sporty edge. Things are a bit simpler at the back, where you've just got a full width light bar, but a still sizable boot spoiler. You'll notice that nowhere on the boot does it say build your dreams, which is exactly what BYD stands for. They used to do that on some of its earlier cars, but not anymore. It's just a simple BYD badge now. Inside, it certainly doesn't look or feel like you're sat in the cheap seats with a Dolphin Surf, although the slightly more expensive Hyundai Inster and Renault 5 do feel a lot more special. The 10.1-inch central touchscreen is the focus of the cabin, and this being a BYD, it can do this. We're not entirely sure why though, or who exactly uses this function, but hey, it's a cool party trick. Below that is a row of physical shortcut buttons. You've got one for the drive modes, one to activate auto hold, and this one turns the air conditioning on or off. Though importantly, you can't actually adjust the cabin temperature here, you have to do that through the touchscreen. Wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay come as standard, along with a fully digital instrument panel. Although the font is quite small and there's so much information on here, it's quite cluttered, so we think it's actually quite hard to read. Unsurprisingly, everything here is made of plastic, but there's some different textures on the dashboard, and from a distance this material actually looks a bit like suede, but it's really just some very thin squidgy material. Otherwise it's not too bad though. You've got a wireless charging pad in this range topping model, although the lip on it is quite small, so we notice our phone sort of like slides around it quite easily going through corners. You've got two cup holders here as well, and some storage down here, plus some USB charging ports. Sorry to interrupt, but did you know you can now sell your car through Auto Express? With decades of trusted reviews and advice behind us, you can sell your car with confidence, knowing that we know what makes it valuable. No nonsense, just unrivaled expertise. To get an honest valuation for your car, click the link in the description below. Now, the Dolphin Surf measures just under 4 meters long, but it has a 2.5 meter long wheelbase, which means that adults can actually fit in the back. I'm around 6 foot tall, and this seat is set for my driving position, and my knees are pressed against the seats, but they're actually quite soft and squidgy, so it wouldn't be such a hardship to sit back here. I've got a good amount of headroom as well. One important thing to know is the Dolphin Surf is strictly a 4-seater. You can't sit anyone in the middle back here, which is actually quite good because the cabin isn't that wide, so you would struggle to squeeze anyone back here anyway. While there is a surprising amount of space in the back of the Dolphin Surf, there's not much in the way of creature comforts. There's no USB charging ports or air vents. You just get some pockets on the backs of the front seats, a little bit of storage here in the center console, and door bins just big enough for a small water bottle. In terms of boot space, the Dolphin Surf offers 308 litres, which is nearly as much as you get in a Renault 5. Now there is a big load lip you have to lug stuff over, but there is enough space under the boot floor for all the charging cables. The top spec Dolphin Surf Comfort we're driving here features a 43.2 kWh battery and a 154 brake horsepower electric motor that drives the front wheels. It's good for nearly 200 miles of range on a single charge and a sprightly 0 to 62 time of 9.1 seconds. Now there are actually 3 versions of the Dolphin Surf available to order now, and to find out about the battery size, range, performance and standard equipment available with each of them, click the link in the description to read our full in-depth review on autoexpress.co.uk. So what's the Dolphin Surf like to drive? Well, even though this comfort version has a more powerful electric motor, it doesn't leap away from the lights like some might expect an EV to do. But it's not painfully slow, and you can get up to motorway speed easily. It's pretty quiet on the motorway too, which is surprising for a small city-focused car. Speaking of which, driving this car in town is incredibly easy because of the very light steering, smooth acceleration, soft suspension and large windows that provide a great view out. It's just a bit of a shame that Dolphin Surf doesn't have a one-pedal driving mode. In fact, the strongest mode for the regenerative braking doesn't feel like it's slowing the car down at all. All in all, we think the BYD Dolphin Surf will attract buyers with its relatively low list price and generous standard equipment. But that's not all it has going for it. There's a surprising amount of space inside for a car this size, the interior quality isn't too bad, it offers a decent driving range if you go for a mid-spec version or above, and the driving experience is smooth and refined. Thanks for watching.